today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find repair costs this year in under 57 seconds, 60. I could say how to find repair costs in under a minute, but let's make it even more sexy and jazzy. Let's say how to find repair costs in under 30 seconds, right? I can do as many seconds as you want, but guys, I'm just going to break down exactly how you can basically instantly find repair costs in your wholesaling real estate market, especially for your deals, and really just a quick updated version for 2023 of finding repair costs when it comes to wholesaling real estate, wholesaling houses, and having the best success in your wholesaling real estate business and with your deals. So I'm excited today because so many people, they want the blueprint on how to find repair costs. They want the blueprint of it all. And really, I've said this before and I'll say it again today. The hardest, most difficult part in wholesaling real estate when it comes to finding how much to offer the seller always comes with the repair cost. It is always that. And that's usually the biggest issue so many wholesalers have. And this is why in today's video, I really want to break down with you guys exactly how you can find repair costs the right way and really how to do it as quick as possible for the best success. But before I break it down, y'all already know the stinking drill. Make sure you go out here and smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below your questions, and I'm here to help you become the best wholesaler you possibly. How to find repair costs the perfect way, the right way for your wholesaling real estate business. So I'm excited, guys. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to break down exactly how you can do it the right way for your wholesaling real estate success. So all this video, we're talking about repair costs, how to figure them out, and really talk about in wholesaling real estate, how you can become the best wholesaler possible, how to really figure out how to do it the right way, and really how renovations work for wholesaling when deciding, hey, what's the repair cost, everything like this, so you can have no struggles out here finding the perfect offer. So let's get into it. Let's break this down and let's really talk exactly everything you need to know about how to wholesale houses when it comes to repair costs. Now, everybody knows freewholesaling.com, it's the largest wholesaling course in the country, is the largest mentorship in the entire country for wholesaling, honestly, probably in real estate in general. And so it's insane the amount of people on there. But we teach you guys how to wholesale houses for real because I'm a legit wholesaler. That's why I have a whole Facebook group, a whole mastermind called Wholesaling Houses for Real, because I wholesale houses for real. Shocking revelation for everyone, but it is true. Now, the biggest question so many beginners, so many newbies get is, Zach, how much should I offer my seller? Like, what is the offer? How much do I offer them? I'm stressed out. I don't know what to do. This is freaking me out, Zach. Oh my gosh, I'm stressing really hard here, Zach. How do I figure out how much is the repair? How much should I offer them? What's the ARV? All these things. I get so many questions. And as somebody that is doing a lot of JV deals and people sending us JV deals, I can tell you straight up, I get a lot of people that do not know how to comp a property. Most of the time, I'll tell you, comping's not really, I mean, that is an issue from wholesalers. Comping's never really the biggest issue because most people can figure out, hey, if I have a 3-2, what are the 3-2 similar going for the area? Finding the ARV is not the most difficult. Now, most people do overdo the ARV. Now, their ARVs are usually a little inflated, but it's not like the end of the world because we can always adjust it really fast. The multiplication that we do on our offer formula, which I'll show you right now, that's just, it doesn't move. So like, that's not really a big deal. But the big part that is crazy for people is just that repair. That is the part where when people send us JV deals, we have the biggest problem. Like, hey, this isn't a deal. What do you mean? I thought the ARV was good. The ARV is fine, but did I multiply by the right? Yeah, you multiply by the right percent because ARV and multiplying by the right percent is the same thing. So where's the one thing in the equation that's usually off? Repair cost. So like, here's the formula we got, and this is the formula that works. And as somebody does wholesaling deals around the country, virtual wholesaling, everything, I can tell you this is the formula that works. It's ARV minus repairs multiplied by X equals MAO. Zach, what's X? X is a moving factor. Now at freewholesaling.com, which I will show you soon, the X can be anything. So really, if ARV is usually below 120K, X is going to be 70%. Now we roll in the 200,000 ARV, we're going to be closer to maybe 80%, maybe a little lower than that. And then once we get 250, 300, we're rolling at 83%. So the ARVs and percentages are locked together, okay? The one thing that is unchangeable, the one thing that people really struggle with is repair cost, and not in the bad way, not in the good way. Most people underthink what repair costs are. And as somebody that does a lot of house renovations, done gut jobs, I've done just little lipstick wholesale deals. I've done every type of renovation. I have some renovations currently on the market right now. Not on the market. We're about to go on the market where I think we spent too much money making it. It's beautiful. We'll probably make 60K on the deal, but like, did I want to drop 50K in rehab? Like, not really. Like I unfortunately unfortunately, me and Rick were the ones cutting the checks for the renovations. We know what repairs are. I know how much new tile is going to cost. I knew what 1,000 square foot house renovations. Like I've done it all. Okay. Redoing drywall, Chinese drywall. I've done it all. Okay. So I know exactly start to finish what repair costs are. Here's the hardest part with you. Like you guys, you have probably not renovated a ton of properties this year, right? Like you probably don't have 4 or 5 fix and flips like me and Rick sometimes do, like at a time on top of the wholesaling deal. Just like big, not wholesales, like big renos, like renovations with teams and construction. Probably not doing that. So unfortunately for you, you don't have that knowledge that I have, which is like, okay, I know granite countertops, all these things like boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be a little difficult for you, right? And obviously, and I want everybody to understand that. Like this is a huge one. You don't have to be an expert. I want everybody just to take a breather because I know I'm saying that. It's probably gonna stress some people out, me just saying it. But let me really just say this really easy. So before I tell you the next part, I want everybody just to collectively, if you're a beginner stressing out over this, because this might cause some anxiety. I completely get it. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now we're calmed down. You do not have to be an expert when it comes to finding repair costs. And let me say it louder for everyone in the back of the room. You do not have to be a real estate renovations contract, whatever type expert to be great at wholesaling real estate at finding repair costs. I get it, guys. Repair costs is going to be the hardest factor for most people out here watching this in wholesaling real estate. And this is why this is something magical. Apparently me and Rick do that nobody else in wholesaling does, but we just simplify this business. We just simplify. And there is a simple formula graphic sheet. I'll show you how to do the repairs. Okay. Like it's really simple. I'm going to show you right now. So let's break this down. So first of all, before I give it, we got to understand what are repairs. We have to understand what we're doing. And I'm a huge proponent of this. I like telling people a little more information about what things are so you actually have the knowledge. I truly believe you knowing what you're doing is going to be the most important, and knowledge is power. That's why I break down hard on wholesaling laws and ethics and just things you should know. And so you can make the decision, because I think everybody watching this is smart enough to make their own decisions, and they're smart enough to get this information. So the first question is, what is repairs? Repairs, in my humble opinion, in wholesaling real estate, we're talking about wholesaling, is basically how much money it costs to bring a property to the ARV. Now, I'll get everyone fighting me on this, but this is the absolute truth in wholesaling. As someone that's done over 1,000 real estate wholesaling deals, Rick's done over 3,000, like combined over 4,000, we've come up with this. And it's one simple sentence of what repairs are, and it's the honest truth. How much money do you have to put into this property to make it worth what the actual ARV is? And really, if you want a visualization of it, think of those house flipping shows or really pretty houses on any of the TV networks. I can't say them because they've offered me TV shows and I've denied them, and I've talked smack lately. So I don't want to mention any names with those networks. But I can tell you guys, when it comes to repair costs, you guys have to understand that it's how much money it takes for it to become an ARV. And what is ARV? After repair value. So ARV is after repair value. That being said, what is ARV minus repairs? Think about it. Let me actually just, like, not a lot of people think about this, right? Everyone fights me on my formula, okay? But think about it like this. This is a visualization, okay? ARV is A after repair value. If we take the A, we minus the A out of ARV, it's going to be repair value. The value that we have to, the repairs we have to put into it, minus what the thing is worth after, which is equal V. Now, this might seem a little confusing, but here's the truth, okay? Value right now is what it is worth today. If I throw it on the market with all the renovations it needs, that's what it's worth. If I add the repairs onto it, if I put repairs, what is value going to be after I put repairs? ARV, after repair value. Now, hopefully that graphic makes a little sense, but like if you put the repairs into what the thing's worth right now, it will turn into the ARV. So what is repairs? The amount of money the property needs for it to actually be worth the ARV. If you really want to get stupid simple, what's the Zillow price, or like the price will be on the market, the comps, like really nice, like nice roof, updated kitchens, like all these things. That is what repairs are. So if I know a property is worth $200,000, like brand spanking new, really nice roof, really nice interior, all these things, and I know it needs, so I'll show it right down for you guys. All right, if 200K is ARV, and let's say property right now probably sell for $130,000. Okay, let's do the math here. Okay, if the ARV on a property is $200,000, but right now it will sell on the market for $130,000, that means I'm gonna have to put $70K into that property for it to sell for $200,000, because it's gonna need probably a new roof. It's probably gonna need it's probably gonna have to go out here and probably need some renovations to it, new flooring, interior, crown molding, all the fun stuff to make it worth 200. I'm gonna put because if it's only worth 130K right now, I'm gonna put 70K into it. That's basically it. Dream Chaser, I don't think you don't even know what calculus is, bro. I'm telling you right now, calculus is not this. This is literally called multiplication. This is called subtraction and addition. We learned this. I learned subtraction and addition in first grade. I was 6 years old. So if somebody right now can't figure out what they learned when they're 6 years old, we can learn what numbers are. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Class dismissed. All right. So boom, that is just multiplication. So if a property is worth $130,000 right now, this is more like algebra than anything, but if it's worth $130,000 right now, and I know the ARV is 200, I got to put 70K into it. So that is what repairs are. So how much renovations do I got to put on to make it look really nice, pretty, and like a realtor would love it, right? Think about this. This is what I basically do, okay? And this is the mindset I put, okay? Now, I love my mom. I love my sister, right? I love them to death. They like really nice houses, all right? So I think about my sister. She likes really pretty, nice, renovated houses. Might go on TikTok, see some inspo, and just go on in Pinterest and get, oh, this is the best. Like, I love the granite, like that. I got to think of how much is it going to cost for my sister to like this house? And if I go to a really ugly house, how much money do I have to put in it for my sister to actually live in this thing? And that's the way that's the kind of the math I do. Or my mom. Like, okay, they need new flooring. They're going to want accent walls, probably paint it white in the middle, make it look nice, a nice outside, a nice color. Like, I think of all these things that my sister would want to live in. And I'm like, shoot, she's going to need a lot, right? For what she wants. And it's not like luxury, but just like nice to live in, right? And so I think about that. Now, my standards of living, I can live anywhere. Like, honestly, like for me, it's a little less than that because like, of course, at my place, granite countertops, new flooring, all that fun stuff. But like, I think of like what a regular person wants for a nice, pretty house. That's the perfect one. So think about it. For a lot of people married, like Josh here, what would my wife want to live in? Like, my wife ain't gonna like, if you're seeing as Josh, like, well, wife ain't gonna want to live in this little shack that was, not renovated since the 70s. How much money do you have to put in this for her to actually want to live in this or call it cute or cozy? Think of the number, right? And you don't have to calculate perfectly what it is, but it's like, okay, so if there's two ways to figure out how much that is going to be. And that's the big question. Okay, how much are the repairs for it to bring to ARV? This is kind of what we're leading up to today. There's really two ways to do it, okay? There is an easy way and then there's a hard way. Let's talk about the hard way first and then we'll go through the easy way, all right? So the hard way is us just going to go, we're going to sit down, we're going to get a notepad and be like, okay, this is how my sister wants to live in. All right, it needs a new kitchen. Okay, granite countertops, 4,000, 3,000, flooring, square feet, do all the calculations. What's a new roof on the estimate of the square footage? Do this. Okay, new AC, clean that out. You probably have 100 things down the line, like for a full renovation. Oh, new bedrooms, all these things. Okay, then you can calculate it to a T perfectly what the renovations would be, and then you got to put labor costs and rents and all. Like, that's a lot. Okay, now there is an easy way. So most wholesalers try the hard way. They do a rehab calculator. They try the whole thing, and we're gonna show you how to get a free rehab calculator today also. But for most people, but really there's an easier way. And the truth is what I said. What did I say before? You do not have to be a wholesaling expert or repair construction expert. You just have to guess the repair cost in a decent way, and you can roughly know your MAO. Because remember, when we're calculating MAO, that's just a range. We want to be 10, 20, 30 grand below the MAO. So really, like I always say, lock up the property for the lowest you possibly can that is under the MAO, then you're gonna make a profit. And your repairs, maybe if they're 10, 15K off, if you lowball enough, you don't have to worry about it. And really, that's why I tell everyone, focus on the LAO, not the MAO. What is LAO? The least allowable offer, right? So here's the thing. Let's go over the easy way to do it, all right? Let's just break this all down. So how do I figure out what the easy way is? All you gotta do, and this is what I've been screaming of, guys, if you're in freewholesaling.com, you've already would have seen this update. Just go to freewholesaling.com. We have a lot of modules. So let me give you a little share. We're gonna go inside of freewholesaling.com. This is a secret. Don't let anybody know this. We are inside freewholesaling.com, and we're right here, how to easily estimate repair costs, right? We got the nice, we got Zach out here talking. We ain't gonna go there yet, but look at this. This is gonna be our repair cost worksheet for 2023. Nice and updated. And this is roughly, you could probably be, let me get rid of all the junk out of here. Let me get my pretty face out of there too. All right, so this is it. This is at freewholesaling.com, and take a screenshot, do whatever you want, but this is gonna be a rough estimated repair sheet, all right? This is for 2023. I had to adjust it a little more because repair costs are going up, but real estate's going down. Inflation's still sky high. So unfortunately, we're going to have to increase the repair cost still a little bit. All right. So this is what it is. I want everyone to understand. It's roughly on square footage. If you're under 1,500 square feet, you're good on that end. If you're 1,500 to 3,000 square feet, this is your end. 3,000 plus square feet, this is what it is. And it's roughly broken down into 3 distinct categories: light, medium, and heavy. And the biggest question I get is, Zach, what's the difference between light, medium, and heavy repair costs? Let's break it down. But just what everyone understand, this is the top. This is what it is. I'm not changing it because this is absolutely, for most 95% of deals, you're going to find a repair cost really quick. And so let's break down really repair costs. for a second. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second and really break this all down. So what is going to be your repair cost, right? So let's make it make it look like that. So there's light, medium, heavy. Let's talk about light, medium, and heavy repair cost. What do I really consider more or less on a $15,000 repair? What is a light repair? Honestly, in my opinion, a light repair is going to be pretty simple, right? Maybe new flooring and new paint, like nothing much. I'm not going to do any renovations to the property, really. Like that's tough. Flooring, painting, and maybe repairing a couple things, or for a really small roof, I get away 15K, probably not, but like a really, really tiny roof, possibly. Some AC repairs. Yeah, most likely it's going to be maybe new countertops and flooring and paint. Like that's really small, but that's pretty light. I would say most deals are going to be at minimum 15K in repairs. Unless the property was built 5 years earlier, there's going to be something at least 15K on the property, or you can add it on there, all right? Like just understand that's pretty much what it's going to be, right? And so now we go on medium. What's medium going to be, right? This is going to be a little more like we got to redo all the bathrooms now. Probably got to pull a tub out, right? There's a lot going on here, okay? And so I want everybody to understand this, that like there is a lot going on here, but like new tubs usually, right? Flooring, roof's probably going to be on that, right? And like it's going to need a lot more work. And so 1,500, 3,000 square feet, we're at 20, 30K, and then up to 40, and then 25 on there. Now, what's heavy? Guys, heavy's as close to a gut job as you can possibly be. And what is a gut? Like, it's just disgusting. Let me show you what a gut job looks like, okay? And so I don't think people really have a visualization. So I did a video, I think last year. Watch me wholesale a crack house. I wholesaled a legit crack house. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory, like there's needles all over the place, all right? It is what we call a crack house, okay? This is called Watch Me Wholesale a Crack House. This was, I think, 2 years ago on it. This was a while back. So this is me wholesaling a crack house. All right, I got 400 views 2 years ago. That's insane. That was a while ago. But this is basically what a crack house looks like. I want people to really understand what a legit crack house looks like, okay? First of all, that's the garage. I hope you see that. Like that, roof's caving in, mold everywhere, overgrowth. This is Florida. You know the vibes here. But let's go here and really look at this, okay? So do you see the inside of this? This is more than a crack house on it, okay? This is called a Florida house. This is how Florida men live. Do you see? This is like heavy, okay? Like the whole thing needs to get destroyed, okay? Honestly, if this house disappeared tomorrow, I would not mind, okay? This was hands down. I'm gagging just remembering this thing from 2 years ago. Like I'm seriously gagging right now. Oh God. Okay. This is really bringing back terrible memories. But this was not this. So here's the thing. This property was not in the hood, okay? Like a lot of people think this is like a hood house. This was not. This was in like a decent area. Not decent area, but like it was low crime. It was properties were selling for $250 in this area. Like it wasn't a difficult property, but you see there's lots of mold in this house. We're going through here. I mean, I think those are needles right there. I don't think I can show that on YouTube, but this is a YouTube video. I mean, like 70s carpet, like just, this is what we call heavy. Okay. Like this full thing needs to get destroyed. Like on this property just needs to get swept up. Okay. Like this was the on top of that, this was a pool. All right. Like just think about this for a second. This is a pool. Disgusting. There's literally algae life on here. This property was, I think, 1,500 square feet. Like this, if we go back to our charts here, this wasn't a 65. This was probably an 80. Okay. This property was, I had to make the determination on this house. And I want you guys to understand that on this property, it needed more than actually the 65 that you would have done, because the pool is going to be at least 10. The roof literally had a hole in it, which is a lot worse than just a regular roof. Mold and like nothing was able to be saved. It was a nasty house. Okay. Like it was really bad. All right. So that is what we call worse than heavy. That's as much as heavy as you can get. And so what is going to be, so the next part here is like, what is a medium one, right? Like what's going to be a medium property? So let me pop it up here and actually show you here. So we're going to go into our YouTube channel and we have a little thing called vlog. And so let's go to our vlog part. Let me show you what a medium is. Show you a medium. I'm not going to show that one because I got in trouble last time I showed that property. All right, let me go to this one and just show you what a medium property is going to look like. So, all right. So this one's what I'm going to be called medium. This was our avocado flip that we had. And then we put like, it needed medium repairs. Okay. So I just want people to show you like, what does medium look like? So this was a house in Port St. Lucie, medium. So as you can see, it's got like, it needs updating. I would call this medium. Okay. And this was, I think, a 1,200 square foot house. So I would have probably put it at 30 grand as the actual repairs, not 25, 30. It was a smaller house, but I kind of had to make sure that it just needed a lot of repair. So this was a property we actually put, I think, $2,000 in and just wholesaleed it. Remember, this was different times in wholesaling, but like, as you can see on the property, like this house, the flooring was super old. Here's the thing, I just put laminate on top of that. So really not the end of the world, right? Going through here, the property had the AC running. It wasn't the end of the world. Look at young Zach over here. Oh gosh, look at this guy who barely benched 240 back then. What a sad guy. But I locked up this deal in, let's see here, 125K in 2020. Okay. And I think we sold it for 175. And this was a great property. Like I was just telling you, like this was a good deal. So 175, it was probably worth 260, 270 ARV. I just didn't want to put the money into it. We were doing so many wholesale deals. I just didn't want to deal with this one. But you see how in the kitchen here, I want people to understand what the repair costs. She actually the seller put new laminate flooring on there. And so she put it on top of it what it was. So the flooring's retro, but here's the thing. Do you see how once you put the flooring on that property, that the retro wasn't like, you didn't even notice it was retro anymore? Pretty crazy, right? And you look here, do you see the kitchen? I mean, I would probably put new countertops and appliances. You won't even know this was a retro property by just doing that, right? Actually, let me see if I think I have it. No, I don't. Person we sold it to actually lived in the house, so never mind. It didn't go. So it needed that renovations on there. So this is what we call a medium so this house is just medium, right? Needs new flooring, repaint, new doors, probably repaint. Like this is what we call medium, okay? Like it's not the end of the world. It's not like a complete gut job, right? Like we can keep a lot of it. Flooring and paint and a roof, it's pretty much good to go, okay? So like this is the kit, like the bathroom. Like obviously this has to be redone. Still 30, 35 if you know what you're doing really well. So I'm not like, this is what we're calling medium, okay? Like this isn't a crack house. Pool's running good, okay? Like the pool's getting serviced fine. Screen on the pool's good. House had a lot of Florida avocados. I think we took like 40 home and we had a lot of guacamole. It was insane, but yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much it. The outside was decent. Let me show you what did I do? I did some funny thing here on the top. Did I break something? What did I do here? Yeah, so we smashed all the stuff on the outside, but so this is the front of it, of the property. So like not crazy. Like obviously need new paint on a little, but like that's what we call like Randy's got it right. Like this is a solid medium renovation property, right? And so let's go and let's break down light. Let's kind of break down what light is. And I'm just going back on the vlogs of properties I've wholesaled. I'm thinking about, oh yeah, I know when I did. I let you know, I do vlogs on like, I would say 5% of the deals we're doing. So I'm just thinking of it. That one needed a little more. That one was a big one. Let's do this one. All right. This was one I made, I think $70,000. This was a light one. Okay. This was in West Palm Beach, I think last year. All right. Made 70K on this deal. Probably a little more back then. About a year ago. So we made $70,000 on a townhouse. So this is what I consider a light repair. Okay. So this one, we just wholesaleed it in West Palm Beach. This was a great one right here. So let me show you so this is what the outside is. It was a townhouse, so I didn't really have to do too much to it. But you see this, we only put, I think we put 15K on this property. So one thing I took away is the chandelier. I don't think we repainted it, but like we didn't do much to it. So property. So it had this weird beam on it, right? And so this isn't like a lot of people, oh, this is a medium. This isn't a medium at all. Okay. And I want you guys to actually look at this and see this. Okay. Well, look at this. Okay. So this seems stressful. You got the flooring is like like we put like, I think $3,000 in the flooring. The top needs to be painted. Like the property is what, $3,000 or $4,000 to paint the inside. And then the kitchen was actually brand new when we bought it. So like it wasn't a big, we made 70K on this flip. I think we put 10, 15K in the deal, made 70,000 profit. It was a great deal. And so the back was kind of nasty, not gonna lie, but like it just had to get thrown out, like nothing crazy. Okay. Here's the kitchen. Like, I'm sorry for everyone hating, like this kitchen's fine. And you could fight me all day on this, but when we put a backsplash on here for like $600, I think $500 if I remember correctly, but like that wasn't bad at all. Like I'm just telling everyone, like it obviously the appliances were fine. Like we had the backsplash on it, just needed new painting really. The seller had a wood backsplash here. We just kept it, right? But like 10, 15K in repairs, that's pretty much all it needed. We just painted over that. Let's see. Bathrooms, we put a new tub in there. I think that was the other 5K. We redid the bathrooms because the bathrooms are kind of old, but this is still light. Like this is 15K. Electrical was fine, but he was going over something electrical. New paint, obviously, like nothing crazy. Other part here, we installed a new fan there. Bathrooms just a little too old, so we just redid that. The property across the street sold for a good price. That was pretty for us. And so really that's what a light is going to be. Now I could have probably put 25K and did a full thing, but it wasn't worth it for us. We're just in and out in these things like within a month. So for us, this is how it worked really well for us, and that's what we did. So honestly, let's take a quick screenshot of this, and this is going to be a repair cost worksheet. Now, for everybody, go to freewholesaling.com. You can actually download this. Literally, you see how I just click save image right there? You can just literally download it right there. Okay, save save the image, download it for yourself, do it from there. Okay. That is how you do the repair cost. Guys, let me know if you have any questions on that. I just wanted to go over the light, medium, heavy for each type of property you can do. On top of that too, one last thing, you guys, you can get a free rehab. If you want to do a little more, there are rehab calculators you get for free. So listria.com PropStream is basically has a free rehab calculator. It's called Blue Hammer. So let me show you how to do it. And I want to address another thing because I've been getting hammered lately with questions on softwares and things like that. But let me show you actually how to go into PropStream and use their Blue Hammer. Blue Hammer, I think, costs 10, 15 bucks a month, if I'm not mistaken. And you can get with PropStream for free. You get a free website with PropStream. PropStream get a lot of great stuff for. But outside the Drawing for Dollars app and the comps and all some of the best skip tracing, the best skip tracing is still batch and hands down. But the rehab calculator you get is insane. So I just go to Dallas. We'll click one property really quick. So let's save this property. So let's save for a second. All right, save. I go to my saved properties. Hold on. I go to my properties really quick. I have secret list I'm pulling, so I can't go on there just yet. Let's do an East PSL list. All right. I just gotta copy this in. I can't let people see my PropStream secret list yet. All right. I have some secret markets on the DL that I ain't revealing yet. All right. I'm a little greedy on my virtual wholesaling there, so we're gonna keep that there. But let's go here. So all you guys basically gotta do is I just put, here's one property I put on here, Mariposa Avenue. I've wholesaled probably 4 properties on that street. But like I go here. So on PropStream, this is free. All you gotta do is just go to, it says rehab calculator. You click that. It's gonna bring you into Blue Hammer. So we'll pop that up. So while we're loading that, William says, what is just the bones of the house? Bones of the house would probably be an extra 10K. A lot of people think bones are like the scariest, most stressful thing. A lot of it's just drywall mostly, but yeah, you're still gonna need flooring, drywall. It's not as stressful as you think. So this is what it pops up, gives us the characteristic property. It can estimate repair costs and do a lot of things. So you can go in there, deal with the materials, single family. You go from there, construction. You put the roof. You can really get crazy if you really want to on this one. And then open an existing project. Hold on, where's inventory? So you do appliances, tools, renovations, things like that. But we're gonna do the home, create a new estimate. Next tier, do a moderate roof. Okay, home characteristic done. Wait, please specify living. Oh, I didn't specify the living area. Oh, okay, 1,200 square feet, whatever it is. All right, let's just do this really simple. New project. Let it load up here. It's gonna do an estimated repair cost on here, and boom, we can go in here and do all this stuff. Okay, but guys, this is why you need to use this stuff. That's why I love PropStream, love all this stuff. And yeah, that's it for repair costs.